Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the dreaded D-Rose report. This past Thursday's edition of WWE Superstars on WGN did a 0.67 rating with 707,000 viewers, while the replays did, I don't know why they're talking about that replays, I guess it's another rerun, did a 0.23 rating with 208,000 viewers. Due to the airing of NCAA March Madness, which is last month. Championship match tonight, by the way. Canadians will have to wait until midnight Eastern Standard Time to watch Raw, and Score will be airing replays of Raw Tuesday at 4 and 7 p.m. John Morrison will be rolling in Rolling Meadows, Illinois today, doing a DVD signing at 5 p.m. If you're rolling around that area, check him out. WWE returns to Greensboro, North Carolina, June 13th. Rey Mysterio's autobiography is set to be released in paperback form on October 26th, which is normally a heck of a lot cheaper. Alright, WWE Hall of Famer Jim Ross has updated his Q&A section of his official website with more insight to his future and how long he'll be with WWE, whether he's going to announce again, if he's considering being a general manager role on TV. Here are some highlights. Whew. It didn't stutter very much on that one, did it? Jim Ross says, General Manager, JR makes it clear that he's not interested in being a general manager, noting that the gimmick has run its course and it's not worth the travel required. I'm not interested in traveling to Raw each week and becoming a character, Ross said. The GM role feels tired to me and I don't want to attempt to resurrect a broken down horse. That's why I got remarried. I personally think that, and by and large, that the GM biz or role, whatever you want to call it, has started to run its course. He said, I'm taking full time, or I'm either taking full time or guest general managers, especially guest GM managers who have not have the first clue of the product and engage in other lame skits featuring poor acting. Put the sucker back behind the desk. Man. He will return to announcing, or will he return to announcing? WWE, he says, gone on in other directions, and I'm not in their broadcasting plans, says Ross. It's not my call, it's WWE. So he says, I'm fine with nonetheless. After all these years, man, he's got to still love the thing. Love the business. Anyway, his WWE contract status. There's no guarantees that I will be staying in with WWE after my contract expires at the end of April, which is awful close. That's simply the nature of negotiations. Both sides have to win to make it a successful deal. And one way to make it a successful deal is to get it done before the silly thing expires. Do it tomorrow. Work out something. Man. Team 3D will face off with the Motor City Machine Guns tonight on live TNA Impact. Anyway, to determine the #1 contenders for the TNA titles, Matt Morgan's currently the sole champion after turning on his partner Hernandez and putting him out of action for several months. Former TNA star and MMA fighter Bobby Lashley, 5-0 by the way, posted his message on his Facebook page confirming that the next MMA fight he has been rescheduled. Strikeforce Scott Coker recently stated that Lashley will be appearing on their CBS show later this month, but no opponents ever been named yet. And the 5-0 heavyweight will likely fight the next month at Strikeforce event on Showtime. Lashley wrote on his Facebook, which is 5-0, and I think it's just the opposite for TNA. I think he's 0-5. He says, sorry for the delay and all this stuff. I'm going on to other things. TNA founder Jeff Jarrett tells Kentucky Lexington Herald newspaper that TNA is looking to change their strategy concerning live events. Maybe having a lot more people there, that'd be a good strategy. Many of TNA's bigger names currently do not appear at live events, leading many fans to notice a major difference in the product that they see in person compared to the household names they see on television. The issue you're talking about of the Kevin Nashes and things like that of the world, making it there, said where We are graduating and progressing so that won't be the case by the end of the year. And what you see on TV will match the live events. It's going to take some more money. Jarrett admitted that TNA is not financially stable to load up a card with up to 20 superstars, but that allows them to keep to keep the talent budget low as a result, and shows have been profitable. That's the reason they've been profitable, is because you haven't had the bigger name stars there. And it's kind of a catch-22. You won't have until you have the bigger name stars there. So what do I know? F4W Online says some of the members of WWE Raw crew had flight trouble getting to Raw, I guess in Moline, Illinois, which caused them to have to drive from the airport to Moline. Tonight's Raw event will take place from the iWireless Center, I guess, in Moline. While no matches have been announced yet, new advertising says that the new members of the SmackDown roster and World Heavyweight Champion Jack Swagger will be on tonight's show. NXT rookie David Otunga is going to be the special guest host, which they kind of scraped the bottom of the barrel, I guess. They have to have their own people as a host, and rookies at that. Tonight's TNA Impact will have a special start time, 8 p.m. on Spike TV. TNA tapes the next week's TNA or Impact this Tuesday night. Below, here's some of the matches. It says below some of the matches. Kurt Angle versus Mr. Anderson in a ladder match. Desmond Wolfe taking on the Pope. Tara ODB Amada, Angelina Love taking on Velvet Sky, Madison Rain, Lacey Von Erich, and Daphne. X Division is going to be a gauntlet match hosted by the X Division champion Doug Williams. NOLA.com has a new article up about coming soon, a WWE movie called Big Red, which will feature Randy Orton and talking about how various tricks they do to turn back the clock to 1965, the time when the movie, that's when the time supposedly the movie takes place. The article notes that Big Red has a $5 million budget, which means one camera, one angle. I'm saying that. MVP teamed up with Joe Henning to defeat the team of Big Show and Carlito at Thursday night's WWE developmental show taping in Dade County, Florida. The Rock's mother, by the way, sat at ringside to support some of the FCW talent. New world champion Jack Swagger has been moved from the Raw roster to the SmackDown roster. Tommy Dreamer versus Raven will take place in Union City, New Jersey on June 12th at the Ace Arena for Ace Pro Wrestling. Find out what he's been doing. Jeff Hardy wrote on his Twitter account that he thinks Justin Gabriel stands out amongst the WWE's NXT program. Gabriel later wrote on his Twitter account that he received a call and advice from his WWE Pro Matt Hardy and brother Jeff. WWE edited out some backstage segments from this week's SmackDown show where the new world champion Jack Swagger spoke to Sheldon Benjamin, Tony Atlas, and Mickie James. I like hearing him talk myself. The original segment had Mickie talking about Crime Time breaking up to Swagger, and Swagger asking Sheldon if he still had a job with WWE. Anyway, Rey Mysterio said for the rest of his career he wants to be even more spectacular and innovative. That's what he said on a Spanish news site, probably in Spanish. The article also noted that Mysterio is wanting to get into the acting business, maybe doing some in the future. If they remake Yellow Brick Road or something, maybe you can have something to do there. You know, hey, I better get off here. About ready to run out of time. I gotta go.